And then Manny Machado coming off the year he had last year, getting the surgery, and you say to yourself, all right, how you ask the question, how can this team make the postseason this year if Manny doesn't have a good season? And it's really hard to come up with ways to say, yeah, they make the postseason this year if Manny has a down year again. He needs to have a better year. He knows it. Fans know it. Everybody in the organization knows if Manny Machado does not have a good season, this team's chances to make the postseason are not very high.
Yeah, and I think you talk about Manny there, it puts more pressure on someone like Jackson Merrill right now because he's one of the guys that is performing the best in this Padres lineup. And going into the year, I was listening to your guys' show, John and Jim on San Diego Sports 760, and you guys were talking about with Merrill how there shouldn't be that much pressure on him when he's down at the bottom of the order like that. And that's a good thing. But the way that this season has started, I'm sorry. I feel like there's more pressure on Merrill to keep performing like this because Ha-Seong Kim's not performing, because Xander Bogaerts not performing, because Manny is not performing. And with Manny, like let's keep it on the Manny topic here. There was the Dennis Lin piece that came out, and Manny's not going to be 100%, doesn't seem like, till 2025. And he's saying, I definitely do still feel stuff. It's not 100% better than it was last year, but definitely not where I want it to be. I know talking to the doctors, you're going to be more 100% in that second year after the surgery. So that's where I question, okay, so we should be concerned. I think you're totally okay to be concerned about Manny Machado. I give Manny the benefit of the doubt if there wasn't like this injury stuff going on. I would say, yeah, there's a lot of season left. Although I know I like this is my new way of saying it's early because I don't want to say those two words. It's early.
Yeah.
There's a lot of season left. I would give him that benefit of the doubt. But when he's saying I'm not where I want to be, probably not going to be 100% till next year. I just wonder, I know he's throwing, but he's not throwing to first base yet. He got shut down in spring training. It is a big area of concern. And it just, for me at least, it puts more pressure on other guys.
If he's never going to complain about an injury, then I'm never going to use it as an excuse. I don't view today with Dennis Lin report as a complaining or like, man, I'm not performing because my elbow's hurting. Like, I'm more or less just linking it to, well, this is the reason why I'm potentially not in the field, and yeah, I'm still feeling it a little bit. My one question though, and I didn't read the whole article, but my one question is it affecting him offensively? Like, is his elbow affecting him offensively, or is it only a situation where it's affecting him while he's not in the field? Because if it's affecting him offensively, then that's a problem. Because
he said on Sunday morning, this is from Dennis, I definitely do still feel stuff. That's pretty much the extent there. He didn't really elaborate on.
And he'll never elaborate on his injuries. He'll that's probably the most you're going to get from Machado on his elbow for.
And this is what also you're going to get. I want to be out there competing. That's what I play this game for. I mean, it's better than not being able to do anything. So whatever he can do, he's going to go do that. And right now, what he can do is go swing the bat.
So then, my question would be: is it affecting you offensively? Because if it's affecting you offensively, then that's a problem. Because his bat is far more important than his glove. Yeah. His glove is important, but his bat is more important. And if the elbow is affecting him offensively, then, then there's the little panic there with Manny, just a little. Because if you're telling everybody that you're not going to be, or at least the doctors are telling you, and then you're telling everybody what the doctors told you, that he's not going to be close to 100% or 100% until at least 2025, that's an issue. I don't know if this could have been prevented earlier, because if he got the surgery earlier, is it still the same thing where he's not going to be fully healthy until the 2025 season? I don't know, but it's just an unfortunate thing that if this elbow is affecting him offensively and it's not going to be ready until 2025 for a guy that you desperately need to perform and a guy that's cleaning up in your lineup, that's not good. It's just not good.
It was one thing last year where when did we officially start to hear about, Manny, his elbow? It wasn't April of 2023.
I think it
Where
was
this
more it was like August, like
okay,
the middle of August and it's like the beginning of September. And like when you started seeing Manny not playing in the field, um,
yeah.
all the time, you're like, that's interesting.
And then it was so bad that he was playing one day as a DH and then he'd sit out and then play again. And it's like we were all like, "What are you doing? We're not making the postseason." Now, then at the same time, we all got on Josh Hader for that quote that he had. But I mean,
Mm.
it's just something that you don't say publicly, obviously.